Hey guys, Benita here. So today I'm going to talk about something that's like really freaking disgusting, and it's just come to my attention that this shit is actually real. Like, the shit is actually real. So okay, I would say like maybe a year ago, like I was listening to The Breakfast Club, right? You know, with Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, Angela Yee. It's like one of my favorite like morning time shows. So as I was listening to them, I heard like Charlamagne making a joke about how like, or at least what I thought was a joke about, you know, Dubai and like women getting like pooed on, like shitted on. I'm just like, oh, it's just Charlamagne. Like, you know, Charlamagne, you know, he's always talking shit. You're just like, oh, okay, Charlamagne, like, shut up. Like, whatever you say. You just say everything he says with like a grain of salt. You just think he's always like playing around. I was just like being funny. So skip to like a year later, I've been hearing more and more about this. And it's just come to my attention that this shit is actually real. Like, girls are actually being flown to Dubai and getting pooped on. Like, what? What are you doing? So this is how it goes. So you know all those Instagram models who you see, you know, they're all very freaking beautiful. The majority of them are like European, and you know, they're always promoting like some type of tea, powder, waist trainer. They're always promoting something, but it's like, and they always seem to be like on a vacation, flying to all these like luxurious like secret locations, and you're just like, damn, like that bitch got money. Like, where is this coming from? Like, maybe I gotta sell some tea too. Like, damn, bitch. How are you able to like always be on vacation when you don't really seem to have like a real job? So I was just thinking, like, I used to always just think like they were being like sponsored. They are being sponsored, but I used to always think that they were just like, you know, being sponsored by these little companies to like promote their stuff because they were really pretty and they had like a large following because they took a lot of pictures. So I just thought that's what it was, that they were just like, you know, in collaboration with little companies, and they would get paid to talk about this because, okay, you have a lot of followers, your followers see that you look good and you tell them, oh, I'm losing weight because of this, they're gonna flock to that item. So that's what I used to think. But no, like that is part of it, but it goes way beyond that. Like, these women are, okay, this is what's going on. So these Arabian princes are like actually flying women out. Like, they will go in their DMs, like they will contact them like, hey, you know, you're very beautiful, like, are you willing to make some money, blah blah blah. And these women, I guess, like, it's your body. Like, I have no problem with prostitution. Like, it's your, I'm not into it, but you know, if that's what you want to do, you want to sell something to get a little something, then go ahead, do you, boo. But they'll fly them out there and they'll pay them between like 10K to like 50K, and they'll fly them out and with like a few other girls too. And what they will do is like, they will literally like have sex with them, like basically like gangbang them, and then they will take turns like literally shitting on them and like peeing on them. Like, they would just like spread them apart, like all of them, just line these girls up and just like start peeing on them and like poop. Like, oh, why? Like, what is that? I don't understand. Like, what does that do for you? That shit is disgusting. Like, that shit is literally disgusting. I was like reading more about this, and let me read some little inserts that I thought was very, very fucking disgusting. So this is from tagthesponsor.com, and what they're basically saying is, let me read it. As it turns out, most, if not all, Instagram models make their living by being sponsored, meaning they get paid to fly to Dubai and have sex with Arab sheiks and 10 of his best buddies. But these hosts, don't call them a hoe, but these hosts don't simply just rent their pussy out for cash. They engage in some of the most disgusting sexual like acts you can imagine. Tag the Sponsor reveals just what these girls are willing to do for just a little extra spending money. They also say is that there's a guy who's like a model recruiter, and he'll like find like some of the most popular girls on Instagram who have like the highest like followers, or who just are like the most attractive, and he'll slide in the DMs and like try to contact her and recruit her for these Saudi guys so they can, you know, have their way with them. Says the Saudis pay anywhere from 10K to as much as 50K per girl for each trip, which lasts anywhere from a weekend up to 2 weeks, and they basically fuck the shit out of these girls multiple times a day with just about every fetish you could imagine, including pooing and peeing on the girls. The Saudis take pride in pooping and peeing on the girls, and more often than not, they make personal bets and hold contests to see who can get the most liquidy poop to drop on the girls' faces. The winner gets to choose the next vacation spot and gets to pick his girls first. What? Saudi guys, what are you doing? Why? This is not all of them, but for the ones with hella money who are hella apparently bored with their lives, like I really want to like have a sit down conversation with them and just ask them like, what does this do for you? Because I honestly do not know. I'm not here to judge. Yes, I am. I'm judging just a little bit. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Like, I honestly just want to have a sit down. Like, obviously, like, I would talk to an Instagram model too and like ask her like, what is your motive? I feel like the motive is money and like, okay. But I really want to have like a sit down conversation with one of these Saudi guys and just ask them like, what is your motivation? Like, why do this? Like, why poop and pee on them? Why completely like degrade these women as less than human, as animals? Not even as animals, because I feel like they would treat their animals better than that. Why do this to women? Like, that is so disgusting. There's no way around that. Nobody can sit here and justify to me like, oh no, like it's a endearment type of thing. No, that's very disgusting. I want to have a sit down with the Saudi guy and just really try to pick his brain as to like, what does that do for you? Does that turn you on? Does that make you feel better about yourself that you're putting these girls down? Like, honestly, what does that do for you? If she wants to have sex with you for money, then that's one thing, but why do you have to completely like dehumanize these women? For what? I don't understand. Like, I really would like to understand like, what is the purpose of this? I honestly cannot think of any purpose to this, and nobody can sit here and try to justify to me that, oh, that's just their culture. No, like, I know a lot of Saudi guys. I've never heard of any of them ever talk about women like that or ever claim to go around shitting on women like, oh yeah, like that's just like an everyday thing. No, I go to school with all these people. The next Saudi person like I have a class with, I'm seriously gonna sit them down, like ask them like, have you ever heard about this before? Like, because I really want to understand. I really want to know like, what does this do for you? I don't get it. What does this do for you? And to the women, like, baby girl, I'm not trying to judge you, but come on. Come on, there's so many different things that you could do. Like, if you want to make money, I don't know these different things that you can do, but I'm pretty sure you can find something different to do. But you know what really pisses me off is the women who, or the girls who will do all this shit and then like buy all this items, all this designer stuff, and then try to act like she's better than somebody else. Like, bitch, slow your roll. Like, don't do that. I'm not gonna judge you. If like this is what you want to do, this is what you want to do. Like, I don't think it's smart. I don't think it's right. It's definitely not like hygienic, but I don't know. Like, it's disgusting to me. I'm sorry, it's disgusting. But don't sit here and try to act like you're better than somebody else because you have all this money, like, and all this like designer stuff. So for the women who go around calling other women, oh, you're basic, I have Chanel number blah blah, and you don't. But what did you have to do to get it? There's a difference. I didn't have to do anything because I still don't got it. But what did you do to get it? So don't sit here and try and put another woman down because you have something that you have to do something completely disgusting to get. So for those women who try, like, there are women like that who try to like put other people down. Don't do that, baby girl. Don't do that. And we'll try not to judge you. Like, I'm sorry. It's hard not to. I can't. I just lied. Like, we're gonna judge you because that's trifling. Like, it's weird. I'm sorry. It's weird. But furthermore, they also say, let me find this excerpt. Here we have an entire class of women who are so lacking in decency that they'll shove salmon up their vaginas so they can afford to shop at Saks Fifth Avenue. A civilization where women sell themselves not even to survive, but for frivolous luxury items is a civilization in terminal decline. That's, drop the mic, that's very, very true. Like, I heard that they also, like, the men also enjoy having salmon, like live salmon, shoved up their asses too. This must be a level of fetish that I'm not at, that I will never be at, that in my brain I can't process, because I honestly do not see what the turn on is in this. Like, I don't understand. To shove some creature like up your vagina or up your ass, what does that do for you? What does that do? Like, I can never, like, I don't care if someone was to tell me, oh no, it feels really good, like you should try it, I might have to slap you. Like, Don't ever tell me to do that ever in your life. I will never try it. I will never shove anything that's living up in my ass, up in my vagina, anywhere. And I'll never shove it in somebody else's. Like, you're taking it too far. I understand people have like weird fetishes, and you know what, you do you in the sexual bedroom. Like, go ahead and explore your body all you want. But that's taking it too far to shove something live inside of you. And not only that, but to poop and pee on people and to have like a contest on whose poop can be gooier, liquidy. Like, why? I'm sorry, like, why? I can't process this. I can't. Like, this is honestly the most disgustingest thing I've ever heard in my life. And women, please, you do not have to do this. Like Drake said, you don't have to do this. You don't. You're better than this. Trust me. You need to have more self-worth. Like, I wish I would tell my dad, I won't go into Dubai and somebody shit on me. My dad might kill me for being so stupid. Like, just, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell them. Like, if it's that serious, then you don't need it. Like, it's not that deep, baby girl. Having all these designer stuff is not that serious. Continue to do what you're doing. Like, you're gonna make money anyways because you have a lot of followers on Instagram, first of all. So companies are already looking at you to like sponsor you for legit businesses. You don't have to make this quick cash. Like, it's not doing anything for your self-pride. Like, you might have all this stuff right now and you might feel like satisfied with yourself right now because, oh yeah, you have this and you have that. But it's like, what is that doing for yourself, for your own true worth? When you have a daughter one day, like, what are you going to tell them? What are you going to tell your child one day? Like, oh yeah, I got all of this by doing this and by doing that. How would you feel if your child did that to themselves one day? How would that make you feel, like, honestly, if your child came to you and like, well, mom, like, this prince asked me if I wanted to come make 50K. Like, oh, this guy contacted me on Instagram or whatever popular social media is out at that time. What if your child to come up to you and say, somebody contacted me and they told me like I can make all this money by modeling for them and they're gonna fly me out to a different country? Would you tell your child to go do that? To go to a foreign country with strange men who are doing all these like weird and disgusting things to them? No, at least I would hope not. Like, you have to be smarter about yourself, about your body. Our body is our temple. We have to take care of it. At the end of the day, people want to say like only God can judge me, and you're absolutely correct. But at the end of the day, you have to sit and you have to live with yourself. You gotta live with your decisions, not us. So we might sit here and judge you and think you're dumb or think you're disgusting for doing all that shit, but when you look in the mirror, are you truly like satisfied with yourself? How do you sleep at night knowing like, damn, like this guy just like pooped on me multiple times? I remember I read somewhere where it was like after the third time you get used to it. Like, what? I would never get used to somebody shitting on me, ever. I don't even like to wipe my own shit out my own ass, let alone have somebody wipe their shit on me. No, that will never happen. I would never be okay with that. I would never be used to that. I don't even like to smell my own brother's fucking shit when he's shitting in the fucking living room and it stinks up the whole fucking room. I want to kill him whenever I smell his shit, let alone when I let him or somebody else shit on me or even get close to touching my body. Like, are you crazy? I don't know, man. Like, this stuff, like, I really can't believe this really happens in real life, but it really does. And it's really kind of scary how far people will go just to like make this quick cash. If you want it hard enough, like, it will come. Not only that, but I also heard that they also get set up, like, you know, you're not allowed to carry them, like they will pay them in cash, right? And you know you're not allowed to take a certain amount of cash with you like across country. I think the maximum amount you can have is like 9,000 or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's like these women, they will get caught or they'll get stopped at the airport with all this money, and then they'll take them, they'll like lock them up, and they'll take all the money from them, and then what they will do is they'll take all that money back and give it back to the little Saudi guys or the princes or whoever has this money, whoever paid them. So it's basically like a scam in some places too. They scam them. They will fly them out, fuck the shit out of them, pay them all this money, and then have them get caught at the airport with all this money, and then have all that money sent back to them, and then like do it all over again. And then the women have to either, I think they like get arrested, or like eventually they get let out of the country, and then they can't like come back to the country. So then they just did all that for nothing. So it's like in some places they're scamming you. They don't even really care about you or giving you paid. You're not really gonna make any money. You have to be very, very careful. So it's like, I'll be damned if I went through all that only for you to like get me scammed and take this money all back from me. Like, that's what they're doing. Like, they just like keep this in rotation. They keep this cycle going in some places. Some other places, like, these girls really do get paid. But it's like, it's not worth it. Either way, it's not worth it. Your value is way more than to sit there and have a man, a disgusting ass man, shit and pee on you just for fun, just for the hell of it, just for a game. You're so much more important to this world than that. I promise you. Like, you don't need to do this. That is not the key to success. Ladies, please don't ever play yourself. Know your worth.